I have read, and this may be true, that it's not actually the art that we like, but it's the feeling that you like because you are out of yourself and you are not thinking about the phone and all the jobs you have to do. You're just concentrating on solving the problem of how to make this work. And I sometimes say how to make it sing. My name is Joan Bohlig, and I'm sitting in my studio. We moved in New Year's Day of '76, and we built an art studio for me. What I love about art is not exactly a fair question. It's been analyzed a lot among my friends of why we like this so much. It's like an addiction. I started doing artwork when I was 8 years old. We spent a lot of time as kids drawing. My mother had a big box of crayons, and there were 4 daughters, and we sat around drawing. So my major or master's degree was ceramics, but I had taken painting and printmaking. I went to the Art Institute here, evening classes in printmaking, and so I got going with that and did a series of etchings on the Bible. You use all the trash that's in your head and in your body and in your being, and I grew up in a very Christian home, so that was good. And there's plenty of subject matter in the Bible, plenty. I wanted to learn how to do painting, but it just never really worked very well. About 1980, I got some books on painting and learned how to use color. And I think I'm a colorist now. I really do. And I've tried to apply intelligence to it, and always design and passion and poetic elements. So that's what the paintings are about. I saw the pot in some kind of sales room in Colonial Williamsburg 40 years ago, a long time ago, and bought the pot because it was the pot that Van Gogh used in his painting of the sunflowers. And I knew that someday I would try to make a painting using that vase. It's stoneware and salt glaze, so it's a very special thing because it kind of ruins the inside of the kiln and coats everything else too. The spreading out is important. I learned this painting the Van Gogh. Another element is the color and the lightness and darkness of the color itself, of the hue, and also the lightness and darkness in the painting. You try to work that into a pattern too. And for me, pattern is important. I just happen to like pattern. This one I did something that you're probably not supposed to do, but I did it on purpose. And I'm using the pattern and the distribution of color all the way across. The darks and lights flicker in here and the color. And this is secondary colors, green, orange, and purple, which are hard to work with. And it was, to me, it was like doing a puzzle, just to see if it could be done. And eventually, I think I was happy with it. But it took a while. When you asked me why I do it, I think you just like doing it, but it's my thing. Some people like reading, some people like bowling, some people like golf. I like doing art, but doing art is kind of a struggle. you do it a little while, and everything's flowing really well, and then you get to a stuck place where I don't know how to go forward from here. There's a piece right here that I'm kind of at that point. You go a ways, and then you don't know where to go from there. And you sort of have in mind an end point of where you want to be, but you don't know how to get there. But that's the fun of it. I don't know if I said it on the film, but I have stage 4 cancer, so lung cancer, and one lung has collapsed. So how much time I have, I don't know. And they won't tell me. They don't know either. I'm running out of time. So having this art show was a good goal. The oil paintings have never been outside my house. I would like it if people would look at them and enjoy the visual experience of looking and seeing and enjoying, and even having the death sentence in a way is, I won't say a good thing, but you know, if it's going to get finished, you're going to have to do it. You have what you have, and you do what you can do. When you get a death sentence, the obvious thing is to be really afraid, and I was. And there was a verse in the Bible that helped me. And the Lord said, "Be not afraid, you are redeemed. I have called you by your name, you are mine." I'm redeemed.